Hi, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For this tutorial I will be demonstrating how to knit this pattern. One of my YouTube subscribers sent me a message and asked me if I can do a tutorial on it. I'm going to call this the Oyster tutorial. So let's get started. To start the pattern, I'm going to be chaining total of 39 stitches. I did put the picture, I screenshot, and what my YouTube subscriber messaged me. Her name is Golser, and she asked me if I can do a tutorial. So I'm going to be referring to the chart that she sent me, but there is some extras that we're going to be doing. It's a very easy, simple pattern. So all you have to do is chain total of 39, and then we're going to start working on it. If you want to begin, you can do a rib, or you can do a I did the one that I showed you at the beginning. I did a purl. I did 2 rows of purl. You can do whichever you wish. You can. I am casting on total of 39 stitches. So if you look at the chart, if you screenshot it, or you can pause and look at it, there is 5 stitches of purl and 13 stitches of the oyster. 2, 4, 22, 32, 'and then the last one, 39. Okay, I do have a tutorial on how to do a cast on for this in a slower motion. I did one fast. Okay, so we're gonna start the pattern on the right side. So for the wrong side, we're just gonna do a purl stitch. So like I said, if you look at the chart, there's 5 purl stitches, and then there's 13 stitches to make the oyster. Then there's another 5. So if you want to do a cardigan or a baby blanket, if you want to start with a big project, you can add 13 plus 5. It's 18. Or you can go 39 times 2, or 3, to start a bigger project. It's a multiple of 18 plus the 3, I would say. Okay, so the needles that I just grabbed it. It's one of my sock yarn needles. They're a little bit longer, so they're about size 6 millimeter. They're and the yarn is worsted. This is just for demonstration, but I would suggest to knit with a lace yarn because it does look nice with the lace pattern, the yarn overs that we're going to be making. Okay, if you refer to the chart that I put it on the video, you can stop it, pause it, or you can take a picture of it. Just a chart that she sent me. So to start, we're going to be purling 3 stitches, 2, 3. The first one I don't usually knit. If you want to knit, it's your own choice, but I don't. So after knitting the 3 purl, we're going to be knitting 3 together. 4 stitches together. So this is going to be a tough one. It's going to be squeezing a lot. Okay, I got that one there, but it lost it. So this is the toughest part to knit. 4 stitches at one. Okay, just to be aware, this 4 stitches that we knitted, it's going to be facing the east side, so it's going to be facing the opposite. So we're going to do a yarn over. We're going to do 6 yarn over and 5 knits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you go back and count, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches, but as I said, this is facing east. This is supposed to be facing west, so it's going to be towards west of the left of the, when you're knitting, it would be facing left. So I call it west. So the reason we're moving these, so when we knit 4 stitches together, this stitch will be facing the west side towards left. Okay, here we go. I just grabbed it. See, this is facing west and this is facing east. So we're going to be, so this is our first oyster that we made. So we're going to be knitting 5 stitches of purl stitch. And we're going to make another group of oyster. So knit 4 stitches together without changing the stitches or to the other needle. It's slanting towards east. And then we're going to do 6 yarn over and 5 knits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches. Move the 4 stitches to the other needle, change position, and knit the 4 stitches together. And then the remaining we're going to be just doing the purl stitch. And when we turn our back, what we're going to do is we're going to knit what we see. So I see knit stitches, so I'm just going to knit the 3 stitches. And we're going to be purling 13 stitches. So yarn over, yarn over, purl, yarn over. And this is the last stitch, so we're going to be knitting the 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to be purling the 13 stitches. So to make this pattern, we're going to be knitting a total of 2 rows of yarn over, knit to create the stitch. And then after we did the 2 rows of yarn over, what we're going to do is we're going to be knitting the 2 rows that we did. And then after finishing the oyster group of oysters, we're going to be starting a second group of oysters. So this is the first row that we did the yarn over, knit yarn over. So we're going to do another row, and that's to it actually. It's a very easy, simple pattern. It's nothing complicated about it. So we're just going to purl the 3 stitches and knit 4 stitches together, facing. Yeah, this is the, should have done it. Or what I can do is I can use a smaller needle. Let me try that. Or even a crochet hook would help. Yeah, this is a 5. I think, yeah, this is a 5. If you're having a hard time, you can use a crochet hook or a, yeah, let me use a crochet hook. I think it would be way easier to find a crochet hook. Where is my crochet hook? Here's my crochet hook. This is a 3.75, so this would be great. Yeah, just to help you out, you can use a smaller needle. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, see what happens. The needle fell. Okay. Because this part is going to be tight, I should have knitted loosely. Yeah, to knit the 4 stitches together is really tough. This is the only hard part. Okay, I think I loosened it. Just grab that yarn from here and then pull it. Here we go. It's funny. Okay, so we're going to be yarn over 6 and knitting 5 stitches. So we did the second yarn over, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches together. So move the stitches to the right needle. And knit these together facing west. Here we go. So we did the second row of the oyster, and we're going to be doing 5 stitches of purl, 4 and 5, and we're going to be knitting 4 stitches together without changing the stitches. Okay, here we go. Grab that one facing east. So 8 yarn over, I'm sorry, 6 yarn over and 5 5 knit stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches, moving them to the right knitting needle, and then okay, here we go, and purl. Okay, so we've done the second row of the oyster stitch. Okay, so we're going to do the wrong side of the work. What we see is what we do. So knit 3 stitch and purl 13 stitches. Okay, here we go. And purl the 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It becomes a mountain and a valley if you look at it because of the yarn over and then knitting the 4 stitches together. So purl 13 stitches after knitting the 5 stitches. Okay, if you look at the chart, like I said earlier, you can screenshot it or you can copy it or take a picture of it with your camera just to give you an idea, because I am referring to the chart that my YouTube subscriber sent me. Okay, after purling the 13 stitches, we're going to be knitting the remaining 3 stitches. Okay, so this is the back of the work and this is the front of the work. This is how it looks. So what we're going to do is, if you refer to the chart, in the picture there's 2 rows of two rows of knit stitch. So I just wanted to show you, maybe some people are having a hard time looking at the chart. So here what we're going to do is we're going to be knitting 2 rows after the yarn overs and then purling as continue on. So what we're going to do is we're going to be knitting a total of 13 stitches of 2 rows. Well, we're going to go back and forth. That's the only way. So I'll just show you. So just continue purling the first 3 stitches that we started at the beginning, and then on this 13 stitches, just do a knit stitch. That's all to it. Just a knit stitch. So total of 13. This is all. Then we're going to be doing 5 stitches of just regular purl stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do a knit stitch again, 13 of knit stitches. then after knitting the 13 stitches, we're just going to do a purl stitch for the remaining 3 stitches and with the end stitch. Okay, so we're going to work on the back, the wrong side of the work, and we're going to do 3 stitches of purl stitch. And we're going to do a purl stitch. Total of 13 stitches. Oops. Okay, lost a stitch here. So save it. Here we go. Okay, so that was the last purl stitch, and knit 5 stitches. Purl 13 stitch. And then we are done with this set of oysters. Okay, and then knit the last 3 stitches. Here we go. So we're going to start the next set of oysters. So what we're going to do is we're going to be changing places now. What we're going to do is we're going to make a half here and then do purl stitches on top of the oyster, and then do a full oyster here in the middle where we did the purl, and then we're going to do purl stitches on top of the oyster and make a half oyster here. And then this is all to it. And then we carry on, continue with the first row that we did here. So what you need is you need to do 3 yarn over, 3 knit and 3 yarn over. So this is going to be the half of the oyster. So what we're going to do is knit the first one, yarn over, second, yarn over. So we have 3 yarn knits and 3 yarn over, and what we're going to do is we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches. So this is going to be the edge of the oyster, so this is supposed to be facing west. So grab it from here. It's going to be tough, but grab the yarn, and that's to it. So knit 5 stitches, purl 5 stitches, I'm sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we're going to do a full-size oyster. It's going to fit. So 13 stitches. The first 4 stitches we're going to knit so it can face towards the east. So yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Then we're going to knit the 4 stitches. So this is going to be facing west, east, west. see, went down. I have to move around a lot while I'm knitting. Here we go. And it's going to be facing the west. So we're going to be doing 5 stitches of purl, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to be knitting the 4 stitches facing east. Three yarn over and 3 knits, so 1, 2, and 3, and knit the last stitch. Okay, so on the wrong side, continue knitting the wrong side is what you see. And this is all to it. So just refer as we did the first row, and when you come back you're going to be doing the knit 3, knit yarn over 3, and then knit 4 together, and then doing the 5 purl and doing the 13 yarn over knit, yarn over 4 you knit together, slanting it towards the east side, and then knit yarn over, knit yarn over, and then knit 4 together, and again 5 stitches you knit, and then you make a half oyster here. And then after you've done that, you go back and work on the wrong side, and then when you work on the wrong side, we come back and you do a regular knit stitch as we did. Just trying to get this focus here. And then you do another one like we did the first row. So it's back and forth and back and forth. This is all to it. I hope this tutorial helped you, Gold Sir. I know I'm a year late actually. I do apologize. I've been getting so many orders one after another. I even got 3 this weekend. So, and they take time. And today the phone never stopped ringing because I'm taping this, right? And the bell. And the dogs are barking and everything's going on at once. I hope you liked this tutorial. I tried to do my best. I know the yarn is kind of bulky, but you get the drill. You get the idea. And just focus on the chart that she sent. So just follow the chart and do the extra 1 row knitting here, and that's all to it. Try to work it with the lace yarn because it does help, because this is bulky. I just want to, well, I had to use bulky yarn to do the demonstration, otherwise it's hard to see. If you have any comments, questions, please comment below. Do not forget to subscribe, share my tutorials with your family and friends. I really appreciate. So far we have almost 13K subscribers. I'm proud of myself. I know I haven't been making tutorials lately, but it's time consuming, and I will try my best to keep up. I have so many projects coming, and so subscribe and you will get noticed. And don't forget to thumbs up, like it. Again, thank you very much, and happy knitting!